Hey guys, welcome back to my Seattle Mariners series here on Out of the Park Baseball. It is the end of the season. The Mariners finished 101-61, which put us 10 games ahead of the Houston Astros. We really separated ourselves, especially during the last month of the season. As you can see, though, the Houston Astros did make it in as a wild card team, so they will be facing the New York Yankees. So as you can see, offensively, it was Rafael Devers who led the way with 45 home runs. He hit .339, had a 10-win season, OPS plus of 170, definitely the standout. But Austin Meadows also had a really good season. Remember, he only played about 140 games, still had 29 home runs, hit about .300. Above average offensively, really good defensively, which made out to be 7.7 wins above replacement. Urena had another good year. Tommy Edman had a pretty good year. Guerrero, three-win player, hit .276, 33 home runs, so, certainly not terrible, but, hopefully he can step it up a little bit in the years to come. Remember, he's only 22. Pac had another 30 home run season, definitely a step back from a year ago. Still only played, about 102 games. He's definitely the type of guy that deals with day-to-day injuries a lot. Only played 93 games last year. So, I'm not sure that this is someone we'll bring back, but certainly a force in the lineup to be sure. Calvin Mitchell in not quite half a season, but almost that, I guess. He played pretty well, an above-average offensive player for sure. Ended up being a 2-win player on the year in his limited time. And then Josh Naylor, a bit of a comeback season, still not that spectacular. He was about average offensively this year, but definitely a better year than last year, so hopefully he can, work with that. And he's still very cheap. He hit 27 home runs, so he's at least some pop in the lineup, but a little bit of a disappointment. And then another one who is a disappointment was Carson Kelly. You can see only 5 home runs. Again, he only played about 100 games or so, but that on-base percentage below 300, and that's just not what we were hoping to get out of him. You can see for St. Louis, he was about an average offensive player and definitely regressed significantly this year. So we'll have to think about, what we might be able to do at catcher for next year, but for now, we've got Carson Kelly, and that's who we're going to have. In terms of our pitching, you can see, again, the big three, Kershaw, Martinez, and Zac Brown, all having good years. And in fact, Nick Wells also had a good year. A.J. Puck did find his way into the starting rotation by the end of the season. I don't think he actually made any starts, but now our manager wants to put him in the rotation. So anyway, Kershaw had an ERA of about 2.78. Definitely back to his old dominating self. As you can see, the first 2 years that he was on the team, a bit of a step back, at least in terms of what Kershaw probably expects. This year, that ERA back down to 2.8. As you can see, the ERA plus also a lot higher than it was his first 2 years in Seattle. Carlos Martinez had another very solid season. This is what we expected out of him. He's been extremely, extremely consistent over the years. This year, again, a 3.6 ERA, so that is good to see. And then Zac Brown also on the mound. He pitched a full year this year. Really built off his last season and definitely pitched better. You can see those Ks per 9 a lot higher. And also he is really starting to develop in terms of the ratings as his stuff is now a 75. So this is very, very good to see. No questions there. And then Nick Wells really seems to be developing into a very good pitcher on his own merit. You can see only 1 year of service time, so we've got him locked up for a while. Pitched over 200 innings this year, had an ERA under 4. So definitely happy about how Nick Wells performed. And then our bullpen, for the most part, was consistent. I think Matt Grimes was the one guy who maybe wasn't as good. But, hey, with an ERA of like 4, that's definitely not that bad. Looking at the broad standings overall, we are technically the number 1 seed in the postseason, which is good to see. But with that said, let's jump ahead to our first matchup. All right, so we will be playing the New York Yankees. They had 97 wins this season, so they look to be a pretty good team, that's for sure. Let's see who they'll have on the mound. So they've got Severino, Jordan Montgomery, who's also pretty good, James Kaprielian, and Chance Adams. So when I look at this, pitching rotation, I think Severino is the clear ace, but they definitely don't have any lackluster pitchers. And then the bullpen, they've got Betances and Chapman. Chapman seems to have taken a step back this year in terms of his ERA, but they definitely have a number of guys. You can see Coda Glover, he used to be on our team, and I guess we released him or something. They've got a pretty good bullpen, actually. A lot of well-rated people, at the very least. In terms of their offense, if we sort this by WAR, Aaron Judge, 61 home runs. Wow. So that is a Yankees, well, ties the Yankees record, I believe, because Roger Maris also hit 61 home runs. But damn, that is a spectacular season. So I normally don't intentionally walk people, but he might be someone I would think about. And you can see, though, offensively, they've got a lot of other options. Rutherford, Mateo, Blackman, Torres, and Florial, all definitely above average players. So this is a team to be reckoned with. I wouldn't be shocked if their Pythagorean record, if they underperformed. And actually, they had 97 wins, should have had about 96. So, they're about what you'd expect to be, but a very, very solid team. This is, not going to be easy, that's for sure. So with that said, let's jump right into it. We're going to be facing the Yankees in Game 1. We'll have Clayton Kershaw on the mound. I think for the most part, this is going to be a good batting order considering there's a right-handed pitcher. Mitchell has been a guy that, even though it may not be fully developed, he's getting on base a ton. You can see that on base percentage at .378. So I like a guy like that at the top of the order. Now, I think I'll stick Pac in the 4 spot, Guerrero 5th, Naylor 6th, Urena 7th, and then we're going to put Edman, we'll put Kelly 8th, I guess. All right, so we'll go till runners in scoring position for this, and you can see right in the first inning, 2 out, men on first and second, Kershaw on the mound, 1-1 is the count, and that's a base hit up the middle, and that's going to score a run. Blackman with the base hit, and the Yankees go on top 1-0 here early in Game 1, and that's going to be a strikeout to the end of the inning, though. Kershaw gets Torres to go down on strikes. So again, we'll go till runners in scoring position again. It looks like the Mariners have their first 2 men on base. It'll be Austin Meadows at the plate. 3-1 the count, and he's going to walk. So a great start so far. Base is loaded, nobody out, and here comes Pac. That power bat, though, it's 2-2 is the count, and Pac is going to strike out. So Guerrero up next, 3-1 to Guerrero. There's a drive to left center field, and that's going to get down. Multiple runs look like they are going to score. We're going to send Meadows, I believe, and he is going to score as well. So a 3-run double for Guerrero, and just like that, we are on top. Naylor, the next hitter, he goes down swinging. Hopefully he doesn't have a terrible postseason like he did last year. And Urena's going to come up with 2 outs, 2-2, and there's a fly ball deep to left field, way back. It's going to be at the warning track, though, and caught. Kershaw back on the mound. We'll do till runners in scoring position. You can see the first 2 men reach base. Never make it easy here, and it's going to be an out at second base, so we get the out at second on that double steal. So 1 out now with a man on third, 1-1 is the count. Little dribbler out towards the mound. Kershaw gets the out, so that is going to be 2 down, and it'll be Mateo, the next hitter. He's going to strike out, so the Yankees don't get anything in that inning. Go till runners in scoring position, nothing in the second. But the Yankees get Gary Sanchez on second here in the top of the third. 2 outs, 2 strikes, ground ball to second, inning over. So nothing there. The score is still 3-1 through 2.5. As we sim ahead, the Mariners get the first 2 men on base here in the bottom of the third. But Pac strikes out, so that's going to be 1 gone. Guerrero at the plate, 3-2 is the count. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. The runners are on the move, so it will be a base hit for Guerrero. And Naylor now at the plate with the bases loaded. Fly ball to center. It looks definitely deep enough to score that run. And so the Mariners are now going to take a 4-1 lead here. Urena next at the plate, 0-1, and that's a fly ball to right field. Should be an easy catch, and it is out in right field. Judge with that grab. So through 3, it's 4-1. We're going to go till runners in scoring position. Again, second and third, nobody out. I mean, Kershaw, you see, has given up 8 hits. I mean, this is weird. I don't know what the hell's going on, but anyway, I don't think I'm going to warm anyone up. I trust Kershaw. He's our ace. That's going to be a ground ball to third. We will definitely take the out and give up the run. No problem there. 3-1 to the next hitter. It's going to be a walk to their number 9 guy, Drury. I mean, what is going on here? We're going to do double play depth. I'm still going to have a little trust in Kershaw here. Ground ball to second. Can we get a double play? No, but we do get another out, so it's going to be 2 outs now. Another run scores, unfortunately. Bound ball to left field. That's going to drop. He's going to try and score. Throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate, and Seattle still has a lead through 3.5. So we'll go till runners in scoring position. Nothing there. And now here in the bottom of the 5th, we have Austin Meadows at third, Guerrero at first, Naylor at the plate with 2 outs. 2-2 is the count. Anderson now on the mound for the Yankees. That's going to be a ground ball to second, though. So the inning is over. The Mariners still holding on to that slim 1-run lead. It's 4-3. So Kershaw sitting on 88 pitches. I think we might think about making a move here. I'm not sure who we would go to. Maybe a Baez. Yeah, I think maybe we'll warm up Baez. Certainly Kershaw's going to start this inning. He's facing the lefty in Florial to start the inning. So 2-2 is the count to Florial, and that's going to be a strikeout. So 1 gone. Keep Kershaw in the game here. 3-2, though, to Andrujar, and that's a fly ball to right field, but it's going to be caught out in right field by Calvin Mitchell. So 2 gone. Let's see if Kershaw can get out of the inning. This is probably his last batter, and that's going to be a base hit into right. So I think that's going to do it for Kershaw. He's sitting on 104 pitches. Hasn't been too sharp this game, at least in terms of Kershaw's standards. So let's bring in Baez, and let's go through that half of the inning. So nothing there for the Yankees. Baez sitting only on 2 pitches, so I expect him to pitch another inning. Go till runners in scoring position for the Mariners. You can see first and second, nobody out. Carson Kelly at the plate. I would definitely think about pinch hitting here, but I'm not going to do that. And Carson Kelly is going to ground out, so sort of a sacrifice there, although unintentional. So Calvin Mitchell, our leadoff hitter, up next. 1-1 is the count. That's a base hit into left field. And 2 runs are going to score, so the Mariners now have a 3-run lead, 6-3. Go till runners in scoring position again, and it looks like Devers has driven in Mitchell. So Devers on second, still only 1 out. Meadows at the plate, and there's a drive to center field. It's going to hang up long enough, though, for Florial to make that catch. So 2 gone for Pac. 1-0 is the count to Pac, and there's a drive to right center field. Is it going to drop, or will it be caught? It will be caught, so the inning's over, but the Mariners now with a 7-3 lead, much more comfortable. Let's go till runners in scoring position, and unfortunately the first 2 men on for the Yankees. Baez only at 6 pitches, but let's start warming someone up. I see a couple lefties coming up soon, so let's warm up someone like Dan Jennings maybe. So we'll warm up Jennings. Let's do a mound visit. So we will cancel that. Let's see if Baez can get out of this. It's going to be a hit batter. What is going on with Baez? Only 6 pitches, only 4 this inning, and he's given up 3 base runners. I really don't like this. So the lefty in Blackman is at the plate. It's one of those things where, like, what do you do? Dan Jennings is definitely not warmed up. I think we're going to pitch here. So 1-0 is the count to Blackman, and I instantly regret it. Down the line in right field, 2 runs are going to score, and just like that, the tying run is at second base. That's probably my bad, guys. So unfortunately, a double for Blackman. All right, come on. So let's put in Dan Jennings. He is not fully warm, but I don't know what the hell is happening to Baez. He does not have it, though. So 1-2 is going to be the count to Torres. Definitely need a strikeout here. And unfortunately, it's a base hit. And so it's going to be first and third. We cannot get an out. We cannot get an out in this inning. So let's do double play depth. I mean, we got to get out of this inning. I would trade a run for 2 outs, and it looks like that's what we're going to get. Is it going to be a double play, though? No, he's going to be safe, so we don't even get the double play. It'll be Andrujar up next. 4 runs in the inning for the Yankees, and that's going to be a steal. I did not check the runner. That was really stupid of me, so we're going to hold the runners here. Ground ball to short. That's going to be out number 2. This has just been a terrible inning. I've mismanaged this, that is for sure. 2 outs. 3-2 the count, though, to Drury. That's a fly ball to right field. Caught. Down the line, Calvin Mitchell makes the grab. So the game is all tied up. That is very disappointing. So let's see who we're going to warm up out of our bullpen. Dan Jennings at 20 pitches. So we'll have to get through the 8th and the 9th at least. I think maybe that means Alcantara will warm up. And certainly we will have Herrera warming up if something goes wrong. So, but here in the 8th, let's go batter by batter here. Guerrero at the plate first. That's going to be a walk. So the first man on for the Mariners, it'll be Josh Naylor at the plate. 0 for 2 so far. And I guess they're going to be putting in a lefty, Brandon Finnegan. I don't blame them, but there's a drive deep to right field. It is gone! Josh Naylor puts Seattle back on top here in Game 1. It is 9-7, a 2-run blast. Huge, huge home run there. And so now the Mariners can breathe a little bit as they take the lead. That's going to be a ground out by Urena, so let's actually just go until runners in scoring position here. And it looks like the Mariners get another run, probably a home run. Let's take a look here. And it is a home run from Tommy Edman, of all people. So let's just go half inning. So it is 10-7. Dan Jennings, I don't think, is going to face anyone else. So let's bring in Alcantara. Go till runners in scoring position. And unfortunately, the Yankees get the first man on. So let's start warming up Herrera, I guess. All right, so we've got Herrera warming up. Let's go batter by batter here. 3-2 the count. That's a ground out to second. We definitely needed that out. And in fact, that's really all we need right now are outs. We don't really care about that run. 3-2 to Judge. Ground ball back to the mound, so that's the second out. Very important out there. Sanchez up next. This feels like murderer's row for the Yankees, and that's a ground ball to third, inning over. So the Mariners still retain their 3-run lead. We will bring in Herrera for the ninth. So let's just go until runners in scoring position here, and the Mariners have a lot of runners. Let's just go the half inning. So we get 3 more runs, so I think we can just safely do the half inning here. So we win 13-7. Certainly a slugfest, not the game you expected with Kershaw on the mound. But hey, victory is a victory. All right, so for game 2, we're going to have Carlos Martinez on the mound. Again, I think we're going to have the same type of starting lineup where we'll move up Austin Meadows. And I think I'm going to move up Urena ahead of Naylor as well, and then we'll move up Edman ahead of Kelly. But let's start this game. I just want to make sure Martinez is fully rested. He is good. So let's start. Go till runners in scoring position, and unfortunately the Yankees have a man on second. Let's just go the half inning, though. So the Yankees get 1, but the Mariners trying to answer back here in the bottom of the first. Man on second, and Pac hits a fly ball to left field. The left fielder not really moving, though, and he's going to make that catch to end the inning here. So unfortunately, the Yankees keep their lead. We'll go till runners in scoring position again. At first and second, nobody out. The Yankees lineup is really tough. That's going to be a strikeout, though, on Drury. So back to the top of the order in Mateo. Line out, double play, inning over. Wow, we got lucky there. So Martinez escapes danger. Already given up 4 hits and a walk, though, through 2 innings has Martinez. And that was another hard hit ball. Go till runners in scoring position. So now we are through 3, still 1-0 New York. Through 4, and the Yankees unfortunately score twice here in the 5th. Must have been a 2-run home run, and it was. All right, so we'll go back to runners in scoring position. So Martinez out of that inning. He's thrown 5 innings, given up 3 runs so far with 80 pitches. I'm hoping for 1 more inning out of him. So we'll go till runners in scoring position. It looks like the Mariners are on the board. Let's see what happened. A home run from Josh Naylor. So back until runners in scoring position, so nothing else there in the inning. Let's start warming someone up. Maybe like a Matt Grimes, just someone that can eat up some innings. If this game gets closer, I'll put in someone who I trust. So we'll go till runners in scoring position, but Martinez gets through the 6th, so that is a good sign. I think maybe we will put... let's give Martinez another couple batters maybe. So we'll go till runners in scoring position, and it looks like the Mariners have men on first and second. So that's looking promising with 1 out here. Let's warm up Alcantara. So let's see. Guerrero's up, 1 out in the inning. 3-1 is the count. Guerrero's going to walk, so that will bring up Richard Urena here. 0-0 the count. Base hit into center field. 1 run's going to score. Ooh, shallow. Yeah, I don't think we can do this. Just all those things didn't sound good. So 1 out, bases are still loaded for Josh Naylor. Let's see what he can do. 1-2 is the count, though. Ground ball to first. They're going to get an out at home, but that is all they will get. So 2 outs. The bases are still loaded for Tommy Edman. Let's see if he can come through. 1-2, though, against Coda Glover. And it's going to be a strikeout. So we leave 3 runners on base. Maybe I should have sent Pac there, but I was a little worried with Florial in center field especially. Let's see if Martinez can get through 1 more hitter. So 2-2 is the count to Andujar, and that's going to be a hit batter. So that's going to do it for Martinez. Let's bring in Alcantara. And let's see, we got some lefties coming up later. Maybe we'll warm up at Tyler J. So let's go till runners in scoring position. And unfortunately, the Yankees score 2 runs against Alcantara. That is definitely disappointing. I guess it was just 2 pitches. Oh boy. Well, we'll go till runners in scoring position, so that's all the Yankees get. Let's just put in Tyler J for the next inning. Oh well. All right, runners in scoring position for Seattle, nothing there. Against the Yankees, 2 outs. Let's just get through this half inning. I think this game is pretty much over. Get some mop-up work out of Grimes, maybe. Runners in scoring position, nothing there. And, let's just bring in Grimes for this last half inning against the Yankees. And it'll be down to our last 3 hitters, go till runners in scoring position. So we don't get anything, so it'll be a 5-2 loss here in Game 2. So this series is evened up at 1 apiece.